being this level is such a novelty.
It's nice.
So you're expecting this scenario to have a description of the aftermath.
I kind of hope it doesn't. That's disappointment for.
I have to say though, the scenario does have a lot of, like, for the GM's frame of mind information.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there that the GM knows that the players will never hear about.
Really? That's weird.
Well, because it doesn't just say, here's the motivation, it's, here's entire context for their motivation. Which is good, which I suppose is good if you have a party that, like, persuasively drills in to the NPCs as people, but yeah. So I understand a bit when Trish was like, "Oh, let me go back 5 pages," because it's in the section 5 pages ago. But then I suppose for someone with our power levels, it's actually possible for us to find some of this information out. But I doubt it.
And I suppose the GM can technically spoon feed the info to you also.
Yeah. Well, like, I can entirely see a thing where, like, you know, acolytes whispering about yada yada. Or I could see plenty of times where the information could be inserted. But, yeah. Should we try to ping the brain again, considering it's 8:30?
I don't know if he's at the wedding or not.
Oh, that's right.
I figure he'll wander in when he wanders in.
That is a very fair assessment.
I get rid of that.
Don't know who was invited, don't know whether he's tied up with kid or mother or who knows what.
Case, any final questions for on or off the table?
I'm good.
I don't have any particular. I just want to really escape Brian some chance. Then, go from there. I'm curious what the next, Random Adventure is going to be. A short break.
Oh, it's not a random adventure. David's doing part 2.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. It's Dave's turn.
Yep.
Oh, man, I completely got that. Whoops.
Yep, we're in part 2!
And yes, you have to say it like that.
I'm not contractually obligated.
Yep, you did it yourself. Trying to figure out the design. Everything ready. By the way, I need to revise sorcerer stuff.
Oh, good. You updated your shit.
Yeah, I have a lot more stuff to happy.
Was I correct in...
The big thing was the domain spells, I think.
Okay.
That's nice. A little simpler. Read it. Wait, no. I already did it. I think it's been source points for my prison modifier gold spells. I don't have the source points. I have more source points to use. Actually, I do have one question. Because it says I have the origin, like dragon origin spell, where I have dragon's breath.
Yeah, you have the spell dragon.
Dragon breath now?
Yeah, technically, because you have the dragonborn breath, and then they gave you the spell dragon breath.
Is that spell already built into the?
It's probably not on the Roll20 because I don't have all the books.
No, it's not.
Oh, right, I was...
So I think it's in Xanathar's, though it might be in the player's handbook. I'm pretty sure it's Xanathar's.
By the way, I just want to say this because it's actually kind of cool. Whoever took the time, which is probably hours, to organize your folder, power to you.
That was me, and it didn't take as long as you think because Google Drive has the ability to do mass highlight. So I just clicked the first one, scrolled down to the end of the section, and then dragged it into the folder.
Ah, nice.
It's just like doing it on Windows. If you're looking for Xanathar's, it's going to be either in subclasses or supplements. I think it's in subclasses.
Tom's just holding in here, so pretty sure. Alright, his handbook's in here.
And I feel like I ended up sticking it into the archetypes folder, into the subclasses archetypes folder, because that's all it was, and really.
Yeah, I think it's there, so I don't see it in this one.
And it sounds like I probably should move it since all the other books are in supplements.
I'm guessing after you find that and have a few minutes
It's
to...
just a spell, so once you're ready.
What?
Anyway, he's just trying to plug in the spell he should have, because he didn't realize it was actually a spell.
Yeah, I thought it was like really racial things. Like, here, you have another one.
No, it's effectively that, but it's you're gaining a spell that does something similar. I think the spell might actually be better.
It's just whining.
Well, there's always the search feature.
Okay. Following the...
Remember, Xanathar is spelled with an X, not a Z.
Following the rather large, flashy battle at the gates to what amounts to Father Demas's abode for himself, his acolytes, and now a great number of the people of the city. As promised, the undead that was ravaging the area was made to no longer be an issue as per the agreement at the end of the battle. That, however, has not...
Yeah, it's at the very end of subclasses.
That, however, has not repaired any damage to Corvus itself. Areas where the the cobblestone has been wrecked. Piles of stone, masonry, wood from buildings that were destroyed, glass from various areas of display strewn about, now being cleaned by the business owners or homeowners and what citizenry are out and about to help. The guards of the city are still highly alert in case not all is what it seems. Whispers abound as to why or what exactly happened. These words range from the city being built using essentially cursed bricks or labor. Other rumors and hearsays are that it's some kind of vengeance or attack by an enemy of the Queen. Others are suggesting some form of Drakengard necromancy. No one, at least in the general population, is quite sure as to the why of the issue, and it's now thus left to clean up and rumor, along with wild speculation. With all of the activity going on, the city of Corvus will at least need a day or two to settle a bit versus the high tension that is now in the air between guard citizenry and general just fear that the undead tend to evoke, especially giant skeletal undead. With that in mind, unless there is a particular need or a particular plan that wants to be set in motion, I will be time passing 2 days.
I'm okay with 2 days.
Works for me.
That should be long enough for me to get my armor back.
Yep. And the Iron Kingdoms book should be in the World Books folder, so you can see exactly what that enhancement did.
Yep.
Just go under Warcaster into the equipment section, find Warcaster armor, and I believe I counted it as light Warcaster armor. Well,
this is a bit of extra.
No.
What?
No, the what I'm seeing in the GM journal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I downloaded some free supplements they were offering for Roll20Con or whatever it was.
Okay. Okay. So I think you're going to take a few moments to look up
Mm-hmm.
your armor-related things.
Probably go find what else we're gonna do. Because our current options are we try to figure out where they went with Casey's sword as the orb. And our first priority.
Mm-hmm.
So where would King take It's just still at the church.
Probably, yeah. Helping, going around helping with the recovery.
Yeah.
As noted in the thread, Kodo's going to be at the bar. The Tavern of the Falling Star.
Well, once I get my armor, I will assemble the team.
I believe the upgrades to his armor would have taken those.
It would have been completed during the time skip, yeah.
Okay, I'm just confirming the time when this is taking place.
Technically, it would have been done during the siege, but it didn't siege happen. So I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah. Oh, very likely, considering the extent of the siege, they probably need to repair their shop, which may have delayed it enough for now, but he got it now.
As long as I have a tank leaving without it.
You'll given the amount of time, you'll be able to get it. Okay, calling the team together at, I believe, the church from what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see why we would. The captain feels like he has a bright idea and wants to go find us.
Well, you're not entirely sure where the captain is based on context of what's going on after the 2 days. He is likely supervising on some level
That's why I said he would come find us.
Because now the guards have switched from high alert guarding to the normal amount of city guard, with the extra being devoted to repair and support. But with that, okay, people can meet back up in the church. Not a problem. I take it you're going to be meeting. Are you going to be meeting like around the dinner table to use as a conference table, or are you going to be meeting in one of y'all's rooms?
I would suggest a private room, because I'm pretty sure they don't want to know that someone that they got along with caused this whole problem, and it's still loose.
Okay.
Did you agree with that, Tristan?
That's probably a fair assessment.
You guys are, fairly familiar faces, so yeah, you can and with your rooms and such, yeah, you can use one of your rooms as a meeting room. Okay. With no one stopping you, you'll certainly be there. You can have what you'd want as preparation if you have anything, any notes or anything you wanna grab.
Can't think of anything I'll fall in that category.
Yeah, we kind of got left with an interesting cliffhanger on how we're going to find sheep run off to.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, you're all in a private room. It's likely one of y'all's rooms, so looks like a room of the church, since that's where you guys were allowed to stay. Iconography abound, a bed, a chest, and a few chairs.
So, this point, we have effectively 3 options. We try to find the wayward soul
Mm-hmm.
who has an orb of reality. Which, you know, kind of important, but as long as someone knows what it is, I think you get too bad. Find good old Queen's Guard captain. And just follow him there. Which I'm pretty sure you'd want to do just because the fact he's a vampire and we cast on him.
Mm-hmm.
And the last option is effectively just trying to do things out and about in the area to see if we can find any clues to their whereabouts. Well, you know, deal with local problems. Those are the 3 things I can think of right now. Without drawing too much attention to the fact that the person who caused this needs to get away. Because if anyone at the city finds out about that, we know that things will just get worse.
Could also speak up. Oh, I can probably find Drake Blood, the miss I have the sort of power as out of range of, you know, some of the divinations I've been able to perform.
So it's either in a lead box or it's very far away already. Because I assume you can't tell me where something is from across the world, or at least beyond the world.
Well, I could attempt to scry for it again.
No, you need to do the distance. You can't really know where anything is across the entire world.
Yeah, I want to say scrying has infinite range, assuming they haven't taken very simple protections against scrying.
Well, even if she's not using a lead box, there are.
That's what I mean.
There are magics that can shield against divining.
Like I said, very simple protections that she has proven more than smart enough to figure out how to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. She's either gone so far away, because scrying.
And like, scrying is, you know, as long as you're on the same plane, I think scrying works.
After scrying, so effectively you can't locate the object, you can't scry for the object. Or her, probably. It's really interesting to try to figure out how to go forward from here. We can't use normal methods to find her. No, she used magic to get away from here, so God knows where she could be.
You know, I would think that an orb would be so potent that you couldn't exactly hide it.
Well, we couldn't find it, so there's our answer. It's a scrying locate object. If you can't find it, it's in a box.
Well, locate object only works within 1,000 feet.
Locate object? Oh,
Yeah.
that was longer.
Nope. It's great if you lost your keys, not so great for something like this. I mean, I suppose we could try tossing her room again, see if there's anything alluding to what she may have done. I'd say examine the bodies, but we know where the bodies came from, so that wouldn't do us any good.
Yeah. We literally know where every body came from. Battlefield and the Witch.
There's a knock on the door.
Who is it?
Father Demas.
It's open.
The door will open with a little bit of a creak, and sitting there is whom it was claimed to be, Father Demas, though looking like they've lost a bit of sleep.
Yeah, well. Hardly a surprise.
Yeah, it's not too much of a surprise given the situation.
We've all probably lost sleep, assuming we sleep.
I had heard from my guests at the church that you have decided to meet here. I hope that you're not planning on leaving Corvus, given the recent incidents, or rather, rid yourselves of the situation.
Well, I don't know about them, but I promised to keep, Aurora, I'd, keep looking into this, so...
Until we get to the bottom of it. And put it to a resolution. That's the way I look at it.
As unsettling as this entire situation is, I believe I have an idea of where Kalina may be off to.
Really? I wish that level of convenience was available earlier.
Like 2 days earlier.
That is the other GM making fun of the module, not...
Oh no!
Now you're useful.
I figure that's what your comment was.
Module, 2 tanks with 2 things. Oh.
I am not complaining.
Gotta get the module.
Episode Whiplash.
It's like episode 1. Yeah, they'll figure it out. Episode 2. Wow, I guess they didn't figure it out. Apply training wheels. He'll step in the room a bit more, close to it behind him. If there is a unoccupied seat, he will take it. There's a it looks like a mug of some form of darkened liquid. For those with sensitive noses, you'll be able to identify it as tea. You'll sip it for a few moments. It looks like it's still steaming slightly. I'll make sure to bring the special coffee, sir.
Once it was unveiled to me through the siege and my experience in aiding you in the battle, it got me thinking about the level of magics she's gotten into, and given they'll fall silent for a few seconds. he's clearly thinking about Kalina's entire thing about vengeance, mother, her mother, and
Vengeance the Night, yeah.
things of that nature. But
Yeah.
he'll then speak up after a few moments of internalizations. Apologies, but looking into what could potentially fulfill her objective, especially with the additional power of that blade. There are particular texts that are not easy to get access to read, but over the last few nights I have pulled some strings to be able to read them, and I have not so much deduce, but hope what I suspect is correct. Kodo's looking a little annoyed, as if this guy is being a bit dancy with his words, but he'll still continue. I believe the level of power that Kalina seeks would be housed within the, and he'll do more verbal air quotes at the words hidden temple.
There's a legend of it.
Dear Lord, going back to legend lore.
Oh noes.
Nickelodeon. Welcome to Legends of the Hidden Temple.
The hidden temple of Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Yes, Cyrus.
I feel like I know that name.
Yes,
Dark skin, kind of bitchy.
Strangely.
Once I found the name Cyrus and got that avenue to look into, I had found that there was a bit of while I would describe, say, my church as a kind of fellowship of worship, from what little I was able to obtain concerning this temple of Cyrus, it appears that there's a bit more of a fanatic dedication to it, from what little I was able to find. And unfortunately, its moniker as a hidden temple is not that far off, as I was not able to find a precise location, but I believe I was able to find enough to narrow it down. It'll take another few sips of his tea. Between what amounts to a hidden temple with a cult and, well, what I would describe as an omen that of a sword that she now has. I would believe that that combining the magical powers of both would allow nearly anything. Considering her unfortunate strong emotions that have culminated into a kind of vengeance, I would be rather concerned, given how invested you are already. I would much prefer that if you do pursue this, to not only separate my cleaner from the sword, but, well, capture her and return her. I'm sure that these feelings that she has to the extreme are something that can eventually be worked through now that we're aware of the extent of it.
Yeah, she definitely needs help.
Can I also press a scoff? Well, I have been up for quite a bit. Is there any additional help I can provide you? I believe that is the majority of the information I was able to find. I can certainly write down the rough area that...
I'd say write down the rough area that you think you're talking about, and point us in the direction of any cartographers who might know the region.
If it was as easy as cartography, I wouldn't think it would...
No, I'm not expecting it to be on a map. I'm expecting the map to at least give us an idea of what sort of terrain we need to prepare for.
And if you have any parchment with you?
Yeah.
With the parchment, Dumas will be making a little bit of a sketch and some notes. When he's through, you'll find it's a rather large large area, but it does appear to be in a swamp-like I'll use the term region, likely because how the water from the Red Sea and the rivers have settled into the land.
That tracks. There's a lot of swamp around here, from what I recall.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure Tibbs has his anti-disease shit prepared, and then we got our mosquito gear.
Yeah, we're gonna need it.
So our adventurers don't die of malaria.
Oh, let me repeat it. Y'all need that.
Yeah, we're not all monks that are immune to everything.
Hey, it took me years of dedication and training to get to this point. You know how many snakes I had left? We're going to go, by the way.
As you mentioned, he's looking over at Kenshi. There is likely a way to narrow this down from the rather broad area that I was able to find.
Oh, I can think of one already. Puts the map, puts the region map in front of Kodo. He used to live around here. Anything ringing a bell? At least in terms of likely places to start. No, I don't expect you to know exactly where it is, but I figured you could take this huge region and maybe par it down a little bit.
Kodo will kind of have a little bit of a
Didn't call anything out specific. I was just like, yeah, you used to live around here.
No, I get it. I
understand the landscape has changed a lot, but, something like that sounds like something you have an awareness of.
This entire situation is just something I am not enthusiastic about.
Well, I don't think any of us are particularly thrilled. I mean, she and I weren't the best of friends, but I don't want to see something like this either.
Okay. One moment though, I had to look up some information right quick.
See?
As,
you're gonna be doing that a lot.
I bet! I bet! So what?
I was very confused in saying I want to run to the songstress. Because right now we have like 4 hours, and the third one currently in play.
Is that you have 3 of 4?
We have 3 of the 4.
So, based on past experience, good guess you'll probably see her by the end of this.
Yeah.
Okay. So just looking at the map. A whole lot of history given the area. Well, history and that. Oh, the tools. Okay. Yay! Oh yes, if you have not realized by now, Eric, Kodo can finally represent his large amount of age by having expertise in history. It's about time.
It's about damn time.
Oh, that's a freaking 20. Okay. And the religion. Okay, he probably wouldn't have known much about that anyway.
Because we got 2 levels, the whole attribute thing /8.
Oh, remember, it's based on class level, not total level in 5th.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because I've been putting in sorcery, I got 1.
Ah, okay. You got to Sorcerer 8, finally.
Nice.
Sorcerer 9, actually.
So yeah, you would have gotten it when you got to Sorcerer 8.
Yes, I can teleport to places. I don't know where they are yet, but I can.
Oh, because of telecircle?
Yep, when you get the spell, you're supposed to go to places. and-
Well, I imagine, considering where you learned the spell, you probably have one for the circle here in Corvus.
Yeah, probably for the circle.
Because I would imagine, if you learned it in a city, the city you learned it in would be one of the ones that you picked up.
Oh yeah. 100%. But we can worry about the other one later. That's the important yet.
I could have. Koto looking at the map. I recall that there was a rather large for lack of a better term, magicanical project going on in this area. That's depicted here, though it's gotten a bit wetter in the region than I remember. Let's see if I can remember where it was. It was something I didn't pursue myself, given what was going on at the time. Thinking, yeah, there was a foreboding structure roughly here, and he'll mark a smaller area of the region. Versus it being a region, it's been narrowed to an area of 100 miles versus, say, that of the entire region,
Which is something manageable.
Yeah. Though, what I am recalling is that there was a given how long ago it was, I would be surprised if, I guess it could have been handed down in stories. There was a family that was essentially acting as a self-imposed patrol group for the area long ago. Perhaps there's a story that was passed down, assuming that they've seen the Magimechanical project and saw the Magimechanical project in the area. Dimas, are you familiar with a family by the name of Madrin?
The Mandarin.
Father Dimas.
Really? Mandarin?
Madrin. Father Maso looked ponderous for a moment. I had occasionally heard word of a Madron coming in for some of the church's hospitality events for Corvus, but no kind of regularity.
Oh. How about you, Kriv? Name ring a bell in your social circles?
Not really off the top of my head.
Oh, maybe you should roll something for that?
Oh yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah.
What would that be?
I guess would be history.
Yes, it would be history.
Oh boy. I'll be pretty disappointment.
I don't think it'd be disappointment. I think it'd be the adventure going as it's supposed to, because remember, we're not supposed to be from here.
Okay, D20. I have a +2.